socialist prime minister has refused to take in a charity boat carrying 230 migrants, while stressing there must be a common answer to the crisis in the Mediterranean from various countries in the EU. Earlier this month, Spain took in 630 migrants from the French aid ship Aquarius after Malta and Italy refused it access. A similar situation has now arisen with a ship operated by the German aid group Mission Lifeline, which has been stuck off Malta since Thursday with 234 migrants aboard. On Monday, the country's economic development minister, José Luis Ábalos, said Spain would not offer docking to the NGO boat Lifeline, which is carrying 230 migrants. He said his country will not become the sea rescue organization for all of Europe. Today, standing alongside Angela Merkel in Berlin, Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez pledged to work closely with Germany on migration, but called for an EU-wide solution. Mr. Sánchez was asked whether Spain would offer safe harbor to the Lifeline. He replied that Spain would be part of the common answer, but added that the solution has to be European, it has to be from various countries. Sánchez said Madrid would be involved in a joint response over Lifeline, but several countries must participate. Spain is united, a country of solidarity, as we have shown with the Aquarius, he said. Italian Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte said today that the ship would go to Malta, while Italy would take in some of the hundreds of migrants on board. I just got off the phone with Maltese President Joseph Muscat. The NGO ship Lifeline will dock in Malta, said Conte in a statement. Share this article. Share 170 shares. The Prime Minister did not specify, however, when the vessel would be allowed to dock in Malta. Conte said Lifeline will be subject to an investigation into its nationality and compliance with the rules of international law by its crew after questions about the ship's legal status were raised. Consistent with the key principle of our immigration proposal, that those who land on the shores of Italy, Spain, Greece, or Malta are landing in Europe. Italy will do its part and welcome some of the migrants who are on board the Lifeline, said Conte. He did not reveal how many migrants Italy would take in, but expressed his wish that other European countries would do the same. French government spokesman Benjamin Griveaux told RTL Radio, "As I speak, a European solution seems to be emerging. It would be a docking in Malta." The Maltese leader himself also said his island nation is working to resolve the case of the ship. Prime Minister Joseph Muscat said Malta aims to prevent escalation into humanitarian crises by sharing the responsibility with other fellow EU nations. The statement also said that Malta planned to investigate the captain of the Lifeline, run by a German non-governmental agency, noting that he had ignored instructions. The ship has been stranded for days since Italy's interior minister refused to allow it access to ports. However, a spokesman for the Maltese government said there is no decision yet, but it is true there are ongoing discussions which started over the weekend. There are ongoing discussions among a number of EU member states to take a share of the migrants. The decision by Italy and Malta to stop allowing migrant rescue vessels to dock has plunged Europe into a political crisis over how to collectively handle the hundreds of thousands of people migrating from Africa, the Middle East, the Balkans and Asia.